All right, this is a six-sided mandala, attempt number 2. This is a simpler way of making a six-sided mandala, and I hope it helps you out. We're going to start off in calligraphy. We're going to go to the monoline, slide it to the left, and duplicate it. And that creates monoline 1. Let's tap into that. Go all the way down to properties. That's right here. And for the minimum size, instead of 2%, I'm going to take this dot right here, and I'm going to move it until it says 0. And then we'll click on Done. And then what we want to do is this slider over here, I'm going to bring that up until it says 4%. And then I'm going to click on the plus sign. That way it saves that position for me. And now let's set up our template for our six-sided template. We're going to go up here to the wrench/spanner. That's the actions menu. We're going to turn on the drawing guide. And it's already on the grid, and that's where we need it. Let's go over here to the layers menu at the top left. Tap on the layer, and third from the bottom, right here, is Drawing Assist. Let's use that. And then I'm going to draw a line going straight down the middle. Now let's click on this transform menu. That's the arrow up here at the top. And I'm going to go down here to snapping. Tap on that. And I'm going to make sure that the magnetics is turned off. Snapping is on. And then tap outside, and right here, the third from the right, fit to canvas. You tap on that, and that will automatically center your line. And then so we don't forget, we're going to go back to snapping and turn magnetics on. And then we'll hit the transform arrow again to turn that off. Let's go back to the actions menu. Remember, that's the wrench. And I'm going to tap on Edit Drawing Guide, which is right here. I'm going to go over to Symmetry. That's the last one. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to click on Options. And we're going to Quadrant Symmetry. That's the third one down there. Make sure Rotational Symmetry is turned off. It should be by default. And I'm going to color this a blue color just because it makes it easier for me to see. And my opacity down here at the bottom right, I'm going to turn up into the 80s somewhere. And then we'll come up here to the top right and click on Done. And now we're going to hit that transform menu again. Well, no. We're going to go to the layers. We're going to duplicate layer 1 twice. We'll take the bottom layer 1, go to the transform menu, and then using this green dot right here up at the top, I'm going to slide it around until it clicks twice. That's 15 degrees each time, so that's a 30-degree rotation. And then I'm going to go back to my layers, go to the second layer 1, and do the transform again. And we're going to go 30 degrees the other direction. And there we go. We've got this little X going on here. Let's go up to our layers. The very top layer 1. We're going to go to transform. And this time we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gives us 6 sides to our mandala. I'm going to pinch all 3 of these layers together. Let's go to a gray color. We'll tap up here at the top right for the colors. And I've got this on the classic. I'm going to choose a gray color. And what I want to do is match these two corners right here. I'm going to turn the drawing assist off, and then starting at one corner, I'm going to draw a line all the way to the other corner. I'm going to hold it until it snaps to shape, and you'll notice right up here at the top middle it says line created. So I'm going to make sure that that touches right there, and then I'm going to lift it up. At this point, if you need to adjust it, you can tap on Edit Shape up here at the top middle. I did good, so I'm going to leave it there and tap outside once. And this gives us our basic template for creating our mandala. We're going to go up a layer, and on layer 2, I'm going to turn on Drawing Assist, which is the 5th from the bottom, and I'm going to start filling in a pattern. Now, as you fill in a pattern, you notice that it draws at the top and the bottom at the same time. We only want to go between these lines right here. So let's go up here to our color circle again, up here at the top right. Drag this all the way down so that it's black. And I'm going to start drawing a pattern. Let's see, that's awfully dark. I'm going to take layer 1, tap on the letter N, and change the opacity somewhere between 20 and 40%. I got this at 31. And then we go make sure we're on layer 2, and we're going to start drawing our picture. Quickest and easiest one for me to draw is a bunch of curlicues. I'm going to go along here. When we reach this line here, we don't want to go over it, because this line right here on either side is our border. And of course, I find curlicues really easy to do. If you don't think that your hand is steady enough, come back up to the brush that's right here at the top right. Tap on monoline 1. Go up to stabilization, that's second from the bottom right here. And I'm going to change my stabilization amount to about 60%. And we'll give that a done. And then when we're drawing our curlicues, they're a little bit smoother. And you'll notice that the line here kind of wiggles strangely as you're drawing. That's the stabilization smoothing out your shaky hand, which I have. Just because your hand shakes doesn't mean that you can't draw a pretty picture. And let's see, right here I'm going to draw a picture of a heart. That's easy to do when you have symmetry on. And let's put a heart on the inside of that heart. And then I'm going to take my little circle up here at the top right and drag it right on in here, and that colors the heart right in. And you'll notice that the same thing has happened down at the bottom. And now I can continue with my curlicues. You can, of course, draw any shapes in here that you want. And if you want to get fancy schmancy, you can even draw a pretty leaf. Let's see. Let's make that a teardrop shape. Oh, that looks nice. And then I'll do one of these here. And then we'll put the ribs. And then we make more curlicues. And I do not want to go above this line right here because I don't want it to end up off the page whenever I do my rotation. I do want to go up to that line. And in this particular case, I want it to be fairly filled in. And that will accentuate the fact that this mandala has 6 sides. Curlicues and curlicues and curlicues. Two-finger tap does the undo, and that way you can redraw the parts that you don't like. And up to there, and up to there. And let's see. I'm going to draw a corner right here, and that should become a diamond shape on the corners. And I'm just really quickly filling this out. And now you have 2/6 of your mandala. Duplicate layer 2. Now I want this to go as smoothly as possible, so I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to tap on that layer, and I'm going to say fill layer. That's fourth from the top right here. And then I'm going to tap on the letter N and change the opacity way down past 5%. Then I can have the layer 4 selected, take the top layer 2, slide it to the right, and that selects both of them. And then we come up here to the transform again. That's that arrow right here. And we're going to rotate it. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just tap once again on this arrow. That deselects it. And if you zoom in, you can see we got that little diamond right there. All right, so now I'm going to take my bottom layer 2, I'm going to duplicate it again, and then I'm going to slide my layer 4 to the right so that they're both selected. Once again, transform tool right here. And this time I'm going to rotate it the other direction 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically they're rotating 60 degrees. And there we go. We have our mandala all pictured up there. We can get rid of layer 4. And I'm going to pinch the layer 2s together. Or you can tap on the layer. And right down here, the second one from the bottom is merged down. You can use that. As long as I have at least 3, I find it easier to pinch. And then you can color this in however you like. I hope this has helped you out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.